Greetings, fellow fanboys. This is I, Nonsilent Bob, hitting you up with yet another fanboy review. We went to go see The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, the second part of the new Hobbit trilogy. Saw it in 3D, and unfortunately we saw it in the DHRF, Digital High Frame FR. Sorry, DHFR, Digital High Frame Rate. So, also known as True Theater when you get on your TVs, where it kind of takes a film, makes it look like a home video camera, like pixels are. So that's my one main criticism. I would have enjoyed it a lot more if we'd seen the regular edition. I liked the first one a lot. I didn't do a review of it. I did go see it. I'm sorry, I cheated y'all. So sorry. If you are a Tolkien purist, you will not like this movie. I'll tell you that right now. They added a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. That's not in the book at all. In my humble opinion, they should have done The Hobbit when they had everybody together 10 years ago. But they didn't. So what are you going to do? For the fans out there that want a version of The Hobbit that is accurate to the book, there's always the cartoon. Love it. This was one of my great childhood memories, the old Rankin and Bass Hobbit cartoon. There is an animated Lord of the Rings trilogy, folks. I don't know if y'all knew this. There's this one, then Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings, which is a mess, man. It's just a mess. They try to compress Two Towers and Fellowship into one 2-hour block. It didn't fly. It didn't fly at all. And then Rankin and Bass took you back to Return of the King, where they tried to compress that story down to 2 hours with no Legolas, no Gimli. Just Sam, Frodo, Gandalf, and Gollum. And a few other people. It did have some catchy songs in it, though. That's what was cool about the animated trilogies. They really did Tolkien songs. I don't know if we're getting a little ringed out, guys, but as you know, we've got Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King, 3 hours each. Then the extended versions, 4 hours each. So, then I did enjoy the first one, so I got that on the Blu-ray, and then I got the extended version when that came out. So yeah, I got quite the large Lord of the Rings shelf. Unfortunately, I don't have the whole animated trilogy, because years ago I lent them to a guy named Trevor, and his dog ate them, and he never replaced them. And unfortunately, Hobbit and Return of the King are out of print. But back to Desolation of Smaug. From a pure movie perspective, from like just watching it as a movie without being a Tolkien enthusiast, it's pretty good. I enjoyed a lot of it. There's some new characters. There's some new circumstances. I have a bit of a no spoiler policy, so I don't want to tell you all too much. I like the casting choices. Orlando Bloom does show up as Legolas. Not in the book, but he pulled it off, so it's okay. Benedict Cumberbatch, who you mostly know as Sherlock, you Moffat fans out there, was the voice of Smaug. He was also the voice of the Necromancer. And unfortunately, your only returning cast member from the original trilogy was Gandalf. Well, in the first one, it had Elrond and Galadriel, and it showed Frodo and Ian Holm briefly in the original, in the first sequence of the first one. And of course, Legolas was in this one, but I like the sets a lot. I really like the costumes. And what they do with Smaug is beautiful. It's one of the prettiest on-screen dragons I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of them. I've seen some really bad ones. I've seen some horrible ones. There's this movie called Dragon. You find in the dollar bin at Walmart. That one's bad. Of course, we all remember the puppet days of Dragon Slayer, and then the somewhat cheesy CGI in Dragon Heart with Sean Connery. But it's dead on. It's beautiful. Like, each scale is there. The wings ripple, and it's really pretty, even with the high frame rate. So, I'd say it's worth a watch. Absolutely. Go for it. Try to separate from the novel, if you can. Separate is just, okay, it wasn't mentioned. Maybe all this other stuff was going on. I did like a lot of what they did with Beorn the Bear Man. That was cool. Those of you who've read the book, well, you know he's in there. That's not a spoiler. Like I said earlier, though, you want a version that's close to the book. Here you go. That's it. That's all you're gonna get. I'm sorry. They really should have done this 10 years ago. They had everybody there. They could have just had the guy playing. Is it Jonathan Davies? Jonathan Davies. It was Gimli. So sorry. I'm just gonna check something real quick. Of course it doesn't mention his name. Why would it? Everybody. Oh, John Rhys Davies. Yeah. Should have, in my humble opinion, should have played Gloin. But they do mention Gimli. There's a lot of cool stuff. Where it leaves off, though, for the next one, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but you're just going to be like, oh, come on. Oh, it teases you so bad. Overall, I'd say it's pretty good. There's, you guys can hear my folks watching movies in the background in the other room. This is my dad's office. There's a lot of stuff they didn't put in the, that wasn't in the book. There's a lot of surprises. I enjoyed it. I'm going to buy it. I will. I'll buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out. And I'll get the extended version and then the third one for both. So my Lord of the Rings shelf will comprise, 3 animated movies, 3 original movies, extended version of the original movies. So that's up to 9. And then 6 Hobbits. Wow. Okay, so that's all I got for you tonight, really. I've been watching a bunch of DVDs lately and finally catching up. I saw Pacific Rim. It was okay. I saw Elysium, which was actually really cool. I know there's a lot of Matt Damon haters out there because of his politics, but I tend to separate the things an actor does and their acting performances. That's just me. What else did I watch? Jeez, I watched Red 2, which I loved, and I watched Rest in Peace Department, which was hilarious. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. Live long, prosper, be well, nanu nanu. You keep watching them, I'll keep reviewing them. Have a good one, guys. Thanks a lot.